Hi, I'm Dr. Gabby Cora, and today I'll be speaking about stress, well-being, and how they interrelate with one another. Stress is the buzzword of the 21st century, and yet so many people are stressed out about stress these days that it's important for us to realize that stress is a good thing. Stress is what may keep us awake at night when we have a tough exam or when we have a tough proposal to do the very next day. So it's not necessarily a bad word. It's great that we have a bit of that pressure so that we can then perform at our very best. On the other end, well-being can sometimes be related to stress, but there's a specific relationship that I want to address today. So what's the stress and the well-being continua? So we have stress and well-being. Now, stress and well-being don't necessarily touch one another. Stress can be on one level and well-being can be parallel to it. Now, what happens if I have just very little stress? My well-being can be really high. With very little stress, I can do an amazing job at most of the things that I do, but a little bit of it can still be inspiring. It can still be energizing and can still give us plenty of fuel for us to be able to perform as we would like to perform. On the other end, too much stress in our daily lives will affect our ability to not only think wisely, but to also perform. And this is where we see tons of that burnout happening, tons of disease and illness. It is not like stress causes that disease or illness, but stress can be directly related as a trigger. So what do I see in my practice? Well, oftentimes people who say that they're burnt out, they may actually be ill or they may actually be already experiencing some disease or issue. So it's very important for us to try to figure out, well, a little bit of stress is fine and can be related with a lot of well-being, but too much stress will never be related to a lot of well-being. I'm Dr. Gabby Cora, and you can have a lot more information about this and more at drgabbycora.com.